we've heard a lot about you, heard a lot about Jordan. How are you both now that you have had a year in the Ohio State program? How have you adjusted to Ohio State now going into year 2 for you?
I mean, we got a new coach, so it's a different scheme, my bad. We got a different scheme, so getting adjusted to that, it took a little time, but it's all starting to fall into place now.
What was probably maybe the biggest thing you learned last year, and now that this year, like, you can slide up, play some more?
Just,
You learned last year.
just how much your mindset can play into it. Like, if you get stuck on the last play, how much that can affect you, and like just moving on to the next play, how that can affect you too as well.
Jake, does it feel like something's clicked for you over the last couple of weeks, just given the fact that you've gotten a lot more reps?
Yeah, my confidence. I'm building way more confidence than I ever had, so I feel real good right now.
Aren't you naturally confident as a corner, though? So how can you be more confident?
I mean, just getting the repetition that I've been getting and getting more reps in, so I think that's played a big role.
How much different do you feel now than where you were at this time a year ago?
I mean, I feel bigger. I was way littler than I was when I first came, so strength-wise, speed-wise, I feel like I'm getting better in every aspect.
What was your size then? What is it now?
I was 167 when I first came. I'm 185 now.
What was that? I'm sure that was a big point of emphasis this offseason. What are the things that Mickey Marotti and the strength staff did to help you get to where you are now?
Just making the workouts real hard for us so that we could push through and just be stronger physically and mentally.
That weight change is just all Buckeye donuts, right? Just nonstop.
I be eating a lot of chicken and stuff like that.
How much did, for both you and Jordan, watching Denzel play as much as he did last year and have that role in the defense motivate you guys? That's your classmate, the guy that you came in with. You guys obviously want to be out there with him. How much was that push you? I know you dealt with the injury, but this offseason to get out there on the field.
I mean, seeing somebody in our grade start as a freshman, it just give us the, idea that we can do it too as well. Like, if he can do it, we can do it too, all as one.
And how difficult was it for you dealing with that injury last year and knowing, kind of took away some of your time you could have been out on the field?
It was hard at first because it's a sport that I really like, but over time, I had to deal with it and just follow the process for real.
Let's talk about your confidence. What's been your best moment of camp so far?
Probably getting the interception in one of the scrimmages.
Speaking of your classmates, Marvin Harrison, last year for him, playing big in that Rose Bowl, now we'll get more role this year. What is it like watching him develop into him going into year 2?
Marv, he a really good player. Routes, speed, he got it all. So going against him every day is making us all better.
I think I saw him on like a freaks list or something like that on his physicality, the way he can in the weight room. Is that all true? Like how much of a physical freak is he on the field and then maybe off?
When you go against him, you don't really know what's coming, so you got to be prepared on all 10.
Compared to last year, you came in, you learned a system, now all of a sudden a year later, you got to learn something totally different. What's the learning curve been as to what you had to pick up last year and now with Jim's system this year?
Well, last year I was hurt, so it really didn't do too much for me because I missed the whole season for real. So
you weren't even practicing.
Yeah,
right?
and then this year it's just a fresh start.
Starting from scratch.
Yes, sir.
So what's it been like to pick up? Is it as difficult as a lot of dudes on the team are saying?
It's difficult, but when you get it, it's just football for real.
So do you got it?
Yeah, I got it.
You got it?
Mhm.
All right. How well do you got it?
I got it good enough to do my assignment.
What's your relationship like with Jameson Williams? I think you guys are from the same area, is that correct?
Yeah, that's my cousin.
Oh, your cousin. So what's it like now that he's moving on to the NFL, first round pick? What's it like?
Growing up with him, I've been growing up with him since I was a kid, so seeing him do it just motivate me to get there too.
Who's faster?
We ran the same speed, so I think I'm faster though.
Has that spot kind of set a bar of where you want to get drafted a little bit, a few picks ahead of him in that competition?
I want to go first round. I want to be a top 5 pick. So.
Well, speaking of everybody else, what kind of name do you want to make for yourself for J.K. Johnson now that you are healthy, and what do you want Buckeye Nation to know about you?
I'm gonna do my job when I need to do it. I'm gonna be there.
You mentioned that first round pick. That has been the standard at Ohio State. There haven't been a first round corner in the last few years. How much do you guys talk about, your class or the guys here just getting back to that level?
We always talk about getting back to BIA, so I mean, it's a standard. The standard is standard, and we got to do what it is to be that standard.
What's it like working with Perry Eliano? Because both of the secondary coaches are new this year. And
Yes,
last
sir.
year, of course, they were different. But what differences do they bring this year compared to the coaches last year?
I mean, I feel a lot more energy. I feel like it's energy around the whole defense, so not just corners and DB safeties, but the whole defense overall.
Yeah, what about Coach Walton, specifically working with him coming from the NFL? What's that like?
Coach Water, good dude, got a lot of experience, so he pour a lot of that into us. He pour all of it into us because that's what he liked to do. So having somebody around like that play a big role to get into the next level.
Does he ever tell you, like, back in my day when I played here at Ohio State, does he ever give you any stories?
Yeah, he gives us his little cut-ups,
Marvin Harrison Jr., he's entering his second year. He kind of put on display what he could do in that Rose Bowl. I'm just curious, what have you seen from him in camp, and what sort of things do you expect from him this year?
I expect him to go off this year. I mean, he catch the ball when it come his way. He got the routes. So, I mean, Marv going to do real good this year.
What about his skill set makes him so special?
He big, fast, and can catch. But he bigger than most receivers, though, and faster.
In your secondary unit, Colt Williams was named the captain. Just how have you seen his leadership skills maybe be on display for your position?
Even outside the field and stuff, making sure, like, lift, we good, on time, all that. Court a real good leader. He gonna make sure we stay on point and do what we supposed to do.
Anybody else? All right. Thanks, JK.
Appreciate it.